This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Government urged to address grey listing threat. Dr. Combra says no project fees to be charged. And East New Britain rolls out polio immunization.
A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. The leader of the opposition, James Nomane, has issued a statement highlighting the threat of grey listing in the country, calling on the Prime Minister to give his full consideration to it.
In his statement, opposition leader Mr. Nomane stated that the current government must demonstrate leadership that can lead the country away from grey listing. He outlined the need for strengthening enforcement and improving transparency, as well as supervising high-risk sectors.
Grey listing occurs when the FATF places the country under increased monitoring because its systems for preventing money laundering and terrorist financing are too weak. It is the world's way of saying, Papua New Guinea, your financial house is not secure and the risks are simply too high. This is not the moment for overseas trips, but a moment for the Prime Minister to be here, at home, leading the nation through one of the most serious economic risks of our generation, compounded by the weakest kina currency under 20 US cents in our history, the highest national debt stock of 65 billion kina, and the constant unresolved litany of national crises that are making our state fragile, not resilient.
Understanding that grey listing is harmful and has negative impacts to the economy, Mr. Nomane called for honesty and seriousness in addressing it.
Listing will not simply be an inconvenience. Our financial system will not withstand it. It will reshape our economic destiny. It will raise the cost of borrowing, slow investments, further weaken the kina, and burden our children with the consequences of today's inaction. It'll touch every business, every exporter, every bank, and every family. This is a generational threat. PNG needs their Prime Minister here, visible, decisive, and fully engaged, not abroad, not distracted, not delegating this crisis to committees.
The opposition leader reiterated the failure to effectively implement laws has caused the country to be at this stage. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the opposition leader, James Nomane, proposed 5 steps for the national government to take into immediate consideration when addressing grey listing.
Part of the 5 urgent steps outlined by the opposition leader is the necessary establishment of the Financial Action Task Force Command Center.
Establish a national FATF command center under the direct authority of the Prime Minister. A war room approach, daily meetings, strict deadlines, and full interagency coordination. This must be the Prime Minister's #1 priority. Second, fast-track all legislative corrections demanded by FATF. Beneficial ownership transparency, supervision of high-risk sectors, and enforcement powers must be strengthened without delay. This will require immediate reforms, legislation, and a recall of Parliament in February to enact legislation pertaining to grey.
With this, he discouraged the idea of paper reforms and placed emphasis on real enforcement capacities.
Third, we have to build real enforcement capacity, not paper reforms. FIU, police, ICAC, customs, and the prosecutor's office must receive specialized financial crime units, modern tools, and operational independence. Fourth, we have to deliver visible results that FATF can measure. Investigations, prosecutions, asset recovery, tangible outcomes, not workshops or policy paper.
The government needs proper international technical assistance to guide its coordination work.
The 5th step is a coordinated international technical assistance with discipline and purpose. APG, AUSTRAC, IMF, and others must be aligned under one national action plan, not scattered across agencies. Margaret Thatcher, during the 1980s economic crisis, famously declared, "The day for half measures is over." She said this when Britain faced deep structural weaknesses and needed unwavering leadership to restore credibility. PNG is now in the same moment, at the same crossroad. We cannot afford half measures, half presence, or half leadership.
Nomane said the opposition is ready to support genuine reforms that aim to protect the financial system and safeguard the economy of Papua New Guinea going into the future. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Department of Education Secretary, Dr. Uke Kombra, says the government's free education policy will continue this academic year.
The free education policy is into its 5th year of implementation, and the tuition fees from the government also has been increasing each year since 2022.
For in 2022, we had 732 million kina. Last year was 860 million, and this year will be 904 million kina.
Secretary Dr. Kombra acknowledged the government from making sure that every child has the opportunity to go to school.
In this way, also what the government is doing by providing education free is to give every opportunity for every child, irrespective of where they are from, which geographical location they are in, which social or economic background they are in. Everyone is given a fair chance.
He reiterated that from last year, the department received a total budget allocation of 860 million kina.
And we paid all of that out to the schools. So we are now communicating with the Treasury Department to release the warrant so that we can process the payments to the schools as early as possible.
Secretary Dr. Kombra emphasized that their request for this year's budget for all schools has been sent to the Department of Treasury and they await a response.
The government is working around that to making sure that before school starts, we have the funds in school accounts.
Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
In response to public concerns, Dr. Uke Kombra confirmed that schools will not charge project fees. He said the fees are already paid by the government under the free education policy tuition fees budget allocation.
Secretary Dr. Kombra explained that a project fee is a fee that the government is paying the schools to develop their capital infrastructure. He highlighted that the government has allocated 160 million kina within the tuition fee budget to cater for all schools' project fees.
The project fees that the schools used to charge the students or parents has been now catered by the government through a 160 million kina allocation.
Hence, he encourages parents to support their children for the daily needs for school.
That's the parents' responsibility. Number two, they have to provide clothing for a student who's going to school, either in uniform or if there's no school uniform, then clothes for the child to wear to school every day. They have to provide for transport if transport is required.
Secretary Dr. Kombra is warning all schools not to collect project fees.
No school is to collect any fees called project fees. The project fees, there's no project fees that the school should collect. Or any other forms of fee that they pay, like registration fee, or whatever they want to call it. These are fees that are not allowed and not permitted.
Nicole Rema, National EMTV News.
The North Fly Command is considering establishing a reliable policing network in secondary and primary schools within the areas.
Acting Provincial Police Commander for North Fly, Inspector Hanzab Minata explained this is to allow quick intervention from leaders and school authorities in identifying suspects or troublemakers in schools and communities. This year, more emphasis is on communities, which the superior within the command is encouraging participation from locals and schools in their policing strategy. Acting PPC Minata elaborated their policing activities for the command now shift to a proactive approach.
And the other thing is we are trying to work in partnership with the community leaders, youths, churches, and our business partners, investors, stakeholders.
The command has also requested for additional manpower which they are hoping to have new constables join the force when they pass out from Bomana Police College this year.
Yeah, I'm looking at maybe more than 25 or 30 around there. So it's up to, like I said, it's up to the management to decide on you pass out and then see how many get posted to the Northwest Movement.
Acting PPC Minata stated they have enough accommodations to cater for their police personnel. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The Teaching Service Commission Acting Chairman, Mike Ugaya, says the failure to deliver teacher postings for the National Capital District ahead of the 2026 academic year is uncalled for and is deeply disturbing.
The Teaching Service Commission Acting Chairman, Mark Ugaya, says despite teachers officially resuming duties today, teachers in NCD remain uncertain about where they will be teaching. This situation has posed a serious risk to the smooth commencement of the academic year. He expressed his disappointment given that the TSC has delivered the confirmation gazette for 2026 in early December 2025. He called on all the 10-year-olds for 2025 and 2026 to immediately take up their confirmed positions. He highlighted that NCD Education Board and officers directly responsible for these lapses must take full responsibility and called on the Secretary for Education to take immediate disciplinary actions against them. He says this incompetence must be addressed without delay, as teachers deserve respect, clarity, and timely communication. Isabella Narapal, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues with more local stories after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum!
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may holy man no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses. UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
A closer look, MTV's half-an-hour program that brings you real in-depth stories on Papua New Guinea's most prevalent current affairs. This platform aims to educate, inform, and discuss issues on politics, health, education, infrastructure, resources, climate change, among other stories that affect the people of Papua New Guinea. Tune in 7 p.m. Sundays only on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. East New Britain province has led the nation in a major public health effort, with new data from health authorities confirming that the province has topped the country's polio immunization campaign, protecting more than 100,000 children.
New figures reveal a significant public health success from the recent polio vaccination drive in East New Britain, which not only met but exceeded the national target, immunizing more than 123,000 children across the province's 4 districts. The campaign, conducted last October, mobilized more than 700 health workers across 32 health facilities. As there have been no reported polio cases in the province in recent years, East New Britain has required to carry out only 1 intensive round of vaccinations. Team leader and family health manager told the media the aim was to vaccinate every child who was either unimmunized or under-immunized through routine vaccination programs. She said vaccine hesitancy in some communities and private schools required additional social mobilization efforts. She acknowledged challenges including vaccine hesitancy and staff shortages in some areas, which required the reallocation of resources and personnel to ensure no child was missed. Despite these challenges, the campaign's success is now being recognized as a national benchmark, demonstrating what can be achieved through careful planning and effective execution. Health officials say the achievement highlights the importance of sustained efforts to protect children from polio and other preventable diseases. The top-ranked result is evidence of the dedication of hundreds of health workers across the province. However, officials stress that maintaining this level of protection remains an ongoing responsibility. Jonathan Sibona, National MTV News.
A group called Aumake Nairu Arumako from the Gulf province, who claim to be the landowners of portion 21C in the Papua LNG project site, have issued a cease and desist notice to the government on activities in the Antelope gas field.
This landowner group, registered as Incorporated Land Group 513 under the customary landowners of portion 21C in Gulf province, is claiming that the government and resource developers have continued their activities in the Petroleum Retention License or PRL 15 Antelope gas field without their consent.
Right now, there's 3 things that we will try to mention. One, Minister's determination was still there, or maybe nullified. Then the present minister did his second minister's determination. That one has gone through, and we're waiting for that one. On PRF 15, portion C, 21C, we have registered the land, and we were given an ILG over that land.
Chairman of the landowner group, Larry Koivei, said a formal benefit sharing agreement has to be done properly and land investigations report has to be disclosed to them. He further called on the government and the developer to host the Papua LNG Project Development Forum in a neutral place apart from Port Moresby and Gulf Province.
John Rosso and the Secretary Benjamin Sampson, they must sit with us before forum goes through. If then, forum will not go because we own that land under portion 21C. By law, you can't take somebody's land away from him.
The development forum will be crucial for final approvals for the project to continue. Pakatambo, National MTV News.
Papua New Guinea Forest Authority staff around the country had their 2026 dedication service today. This dedication service saw the launching of the authority's annual operational plan, along with each staff member reciting the public service oath to serve the authority.
Speaking on behalf of the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority Managing Director, Acting Chief Operating Officer Jim Menge said it is an historic moment for PNG Forest Authority as they have gathered for the first time with one clear purpose: to reset, recommit and dedicate themselves to a new beginning in 2026.
Recommit ourselves not just because of this today is a dedication ceremony. Dedication means every day. You and I pray, commit ourselves before God every morning, every afternoon, thanking God for everything that He has for us, giving us the strength, giving us the wisdom beyond our degrees, masters, PhDs, everything we can have. But without God, these papers that we have, these experiences that we have, is nothing.
Mr. Menge said public service is public trust and its staff carries that responsibility. He added that with the country moving into the next 50 years, the importance of this timely theme, reset, recommit and dedicate its staff to a new beginning in 2026, is a year of reforming the authority.
And next 50 years, starting is this year 2026. As the importance of this timely and divine reset, according to God's divine plan, is not a coincidence, but is a divine timing that God has given us to be able to realign ourselves and reposition ourselves to take back PNG through forestry sector.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Furthermore, the Papua New Guinea Forest Authority Acting Chief Operating Officer Jim Menge called on all staff at the headquarters to attend to provincial staff, landowners and resource owners without delays.
Mr. Menge said resource owners and landowners are important stakeholders in the forestry sector and reminded staff to prioritize their concerns. Also noting that Papua New Guinea Forest Authority has staff in 22 provinces, he made a second call to the provincial staff to carry out their tasks so landowners and resource owners are satisfied and do not escalate their concerns to the main office.
When all the provincial staff, project staffs out there in 22 provinces, you put God first, people won't be coming to forest headquarters to seek services, but because you are there.
He further stated that with its staff reciting the public service oath, it shows both personal and collective commitment as an organization for Papua New Guinea Forest Authority to become stronger, trusted and respected now and into the future.
Together, as team, PNGFA, let us reset. Together, PNGFA team, let us recommit to God. Together, let us dedicate ourselves to new and envisioning beginning that God set for us, for this sector and for the country. God bless PNG.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Oktedi Mining Limited has reinforced its commitment to addressing domestic and family violence in Papua New Guinea by supporting Family PNG, a leading NGO providing essential support services to survivors of domestic violence across the country.
As part of Oktedi Mining Limited's partnership with Family PNG, the company had purchased Family PNG's coffee, which is sourced from the Western Islands of PNG, and have distributed them as complimentary gifts to delegates attending the recent PNG Investment Week conference hosted by the PNG Chamber of Commerce and Energy in Sydney, Australia. The initiative not only showcased high-quality PNG coffee, but also amplified awareness of the critical work Family PNG undertakes in supporting survivors of violence. OTML's Manager for Media and Public Relations, Ruth Warram, said domestic violence continues to affect far too many families in Papua New Guinea, and everyone has a responsibility to be part of the solution. She said funds raised from every purchase of coffee will directly support Family PNG to provide services to survivors who need safety, care and a pathway to rebuild their lives. Pakatambo, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NASFund market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2343 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, Yokina was buying $0.2268 US, $0.3369 Australian dollars, 0.1877 euro, 35.53 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading lower, the All Ordinaries is trading lower. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
It's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rule. Is this the place to go? Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to go? Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Is this the place to go? Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theodist for all your school stationery. The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National EMTV News. Southern Highlands Provincial Government, under the leadership of Governor William Powie, launched a 20 million Kina Loop Road project to connect the people of Nembe Plateau in Nipa Kutubu district.
Southern Highlands Provincial Government officially launched the Nembe Plateau Loop Road at Opua Village in Upper Plateau. The event drew community members and local leaders together to celebrate this vital infrastructure project in the district. The Nembe Plateau Road is set to improve travel in the area, providing communities with much needed access to markets, health services, and educational opportunities. Community elite Brian Pim assured the provincial government and other leaders that there will be no demand from the locals to disturb the project once it commences.
All leaders, governor staff, MD staff, minister staff, all people Kumbral, Topua, MP, Karmela, Askam Kamosem, Bibla like in this Plarot. Emosem, so Ogadaman Mary, they with emotions. All of us involved back in this Plarot free.
Meanwhile, Governor Powie thanked Prime Minister James Marape for considering Nembe Plateau Road in the tax credit scheme for this year's budget.
You may put him law tax credit, so thank you long God long. This announcement where Prime Minister yet working. Southern Highlands Provincial Government tax credit projects by people consult 111 district member. Now by people put him on this 3% where NEC approve him the tax credit.
Governor Powie said provincial government will make sure to support the project until its completion. This loop road will serve more than 30 plus people living in that area. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The Southern Highlands Provincial Executive Council convened its first assembly meeting for 2026 with confidence as 21 local level government presidents took an oath to serve the people.
A total of 21 LLG presidents were sworn in, where Governor William Powie, as the chairman, appointed 10 PEC members to take chairmanship roles under various sectors in the province. Governor Powie congratulated the appointed PEC members and urged them to work closely with the ward councillors and take their role seriously in the province.
So we congratulate him. You plan long this appointment, suppose officials talk seven on me that's you need one more, two more, or any number.
South Wiru President Dixon Lama was elected as Deputy Governor for the province through a secret ballot. Mr. Powie said, despite all challenges in the province, he believes his deputy will support him to deliver services in the province.
Congratulate him, President Long South Wiru, that you are a capable man, you are young and dynamic, and you can provide leadership to the Southern Highlands province, despite whatever considerations you may talk long.
The newly elected Deputy Governor Dixon Lama thanked all LLG presidents, noting that he will ensure to carry out his responsibilities. Meanwhile, the acting provincial administrator David Kelma presented last year's provincial budget to the PEC members, and 2026 estimated budget was approved by the Provincial Executive Council members. 2026 finalized budget will be presented to the Provincial Assembly for debate after consultation with all district members and district development authorities in the province. The meeting was attended by Governor William Powie, former Prime Minister and member for Yalebu Pangia Peter O'Neill, Minister for Defense and member for Nipa Kutubu Dr. Billy Joseph, Minister for Justice and Attorney General and member for Imbongu Pila Niningi, and Vice Minister for State-Owned Enterprises and member for Mendi Munio Rapail Tonpi. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The chairman for Education and acting Education Program Manager, Andeko Cook, has commended teachers across the province for resuming duties today and for not participating in any illegal protests over teachers' leave fares and entitlements.
Mr. Cook said the only authorized bodies to take carriage of and spearhead any industrial action Other recognized teachers' unions, not political groups or unauthorized organizations outside the education sector. He emphasized that teachers are professionals who deserve respect, describing them as nation builders who have been contributed significantly over the past 50 years and will continue to play a vital role in country's future. Mr. Cook said Jiwaka provincial government and its administration have made major investments in education, particularly in infrastructure development and other critical areas, in line with the Go PNG Pillars and Development Index. He said teachers who were due for leave fares in 2024 were considered last year, and once funding becomes available, the government will address eligible teachers for 2025 leave fares and entitlements. Mr. Cook acknowledged teachers' concerns and grievances, stating that this will be addressed as funding permits. He warned that under the Teaching Service Act, any teachers found to be involved in an illegal strike could face dismissal, and thanked teachers in Jiwaka province for complying with the law. Despite ongoing challenges and negative perceptions, Mr. Cook said the education sector remains positive and committed to delivering quality outcomes in the 2026 academic year. Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
To news from abroad, and Syria's government has announced an immediate ceasefire with US-backed Kurdish militants following weeks of fighting in the country's northeast.
Damascus gained control of long-held Kurdish provinces and gas and oil fields, and we'll see the Kurdish-led SDF integrate into the country's military. Syria's interim president, Ahmed al-Sharaa, has hailed the deal a win for all Syrians and called for calm as the agreement is implemented.
It is a battle and a victory for all Syrians. God willing, it will be a good beginning for reconstruction, development and rebuilding, and for Syria to put an end to the current state of division and move toward unity, progress and leadership. It is also an opportunity for security and stability in Syria. We advise our Arab tribes to remain calm and allow for the implementation of the agreement's terms.
There is a growing concern that Iran's promise to hold off executing protesters may not eventuate, following comments from a member of the country's judiciary.
The total internet blackout in Iran is causing there to be differing accounts as to just how brutal the crackdown by security forces against anti-regime protesters has been. A US-based monitor, human rights activist in Iran, is putting the death toll at around 3,500 people at the hands of those security forces. An Iranian official has spoken to the Reuters news agency and says it is around 5,000 people, again repeating the rhetoric we've heard at length from Iranian authorities in recent weeks that it's the US and Israel fueling the violence. But we are now seeing reports in the Times newspaper in London of doctors on the ground in Iran collating data as to how many people are coming through the doors of hospitals, both the dead and the injured, feeding that information out to their colleagues in places such as Europe and getting to a figure in the realms of at least 16,500 people dead. That, of course, follows the reports last week from Iranian opposition network Iran International saying around 12,000 people had died. It all paints an incredibly grim picture of what has actually happened on the ground over the last couple of weeks, even as this uprising is suppressed as a result of the brutal crackdown. And there is still very little information getting out of Iran. Internet was briefly restored, but it has now been cut off again, and Starlink terminals remain the most used way of getting that information out. We are hearing some details about those who have been detained, arrested during these protests, and human rights activists in Iran are putting that figure at more than 26,000. One man, Irfan Sultani, who was feared would be the first to be executed, had that process postponed. And now one Norwegian-based human rights group, Hengau, says his family have been given a brief meeting with them. In recent days, the US President Donald Trump has welcomed comments from Iran that it would not go ahead with 800 executions of protesters, effectively using that as a reason to not launch strikes on Iran for the time being, even though he had been promising support for those taking to the streets against the regime. He is saying that there needs to be new leadership in Iran. A judicial official in Iran is again using some very loaded language about the severity of the crimes that anti-regime protesters are accused of, fueling once more the concerns that even though Iranian authorities say executions are currently not going ahead, that will not be the case into the future.
While the fires raging across central and southern Chile have killed at least 18 people and destroyed hundreds of homes, the country's president has declared a state of catastrophe as thousands are forced to evacuate.
An unfolding emergency in central Chile. Entire neighbourhoods destroyed, residents powerless to save their homes.
We arrived a short while ago and there's just destruction. It was totally destroyed.
Aerial footage revealing the extent of the damage. Residential blocks levelled, burned out cars blocking the roads.
We had a terrible, awful time. The fire started right here at that moment. It jumped over to this side and that pickup truck burned. We were trapped here with the fire last night.
A state of catastrophe has been declared in Chile's central and southern regions. Hospital patients among the thousands of people forced to flee.
The fire remains completely out of control. The atmospheric conditions are very unfavourable.
High temperatures and strong winds hampering firefighting efforts and prompting warnings that the death toll could continue to rise.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Truka Sports. Stay with us for the details.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Even if we are non-aligned, we must show commitment and trust to whoever we engage with.
Returning in February 2026 is In Focus, your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
The Tolai people as well that were left behind.
Super funds have grown from just under 2 billion kina industry to now 20 billion kina.
We engage in discussions with decision makers and experts across politics, government, history, industry, economics and business, as well as health, social, cultural and environmental issues, keeping you well informed right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Tournament officials say the Governors Cup tournament at Al-Mami local level government, Bogia district in Medang, is progressing smoothly into its final stages.
According to tournament master Donatos Wallo, the games have been running well since the official kickoff of last week.
Leadership, teamwork and media support following the successful 2025 to 2026 event.
Deputy Director of the NCD Governors Cup and Vice President for the Port Moresby Northwest Rugby League, Aaron Ainu, has described the 2025 to 2026 tournament as a major success. Mr. Ainu says the vision to create a platform that brings the city together during the Christmas was a strong and timely idea. He says the event allowed people to play, connect, and celebrate together in a positive environment. Mr. Ainu paid respect to the NCD governor, describing him as a champion leader whose vision benefited thousands of people across the city. He says the success of the event was a result of teamwork and strong leadership. Mr. Ainu adds that credit should go down to the hardworking team, including leaders such as Billy Aki, James Nokondi, Marcel Pakop, Immaculate Javia and others who contributed. Mr. Ainu says together the team achieved all expected outcomes and even more during the 2025 to 2026 period. He says his team has volunteered to support the Port Moresby Northwest Rugby League for the past 2 years and will continue to do so. Mr. Ainu says they are grateful for the opportunity and look forward to bigger and better NCD games in the future. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
We'll be back with more of Trukai Sports after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja nak? Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
It's time to go back to school. Is this the place to go? Please don't forget the golden rules. Is this the place to go? Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Is this the place to go? Get the school supplies from us. Is this the place to go? Everything you need for school. Is this the place to the bell.
Theodist for all your school stationery.
Meet YumiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, YumiPay makes every payment simple. YumiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
Hi, it's Jaylee. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? From the streets of Port Moresby to the global stage, we're bringing you the best of local and international sports. Profiles on PNG's rising and legendary stars, in-depth coverage of the biggest tournaments, and all the latest sports news. It's all coming back in 2026. Mark your calendars. Thursdays at 7 p.m, returning February 2026. More action, more stories, and more sports passion. See you in February 2026. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Truka Sports. JS Commodities Partnership as naming rights sponsors for the CIPIC Nines tournament is being praised as a boost for sports development.
Coming on board as the naming rights sponsor for the CIPIC Nines, tournament director Bradley Simon says it is a great initiative. He says this support is good for sports development in the East CIPIC province and will also support other developments beyond sports.
A lot of things has to be put out there for people to know in terms of the development itself, not only in sports, but also in other development, infrastructure development, and other issues that is happening in the province itself. Our governor has always been a voice for the CIPIC people.
He also commended ECP Governor Alan Baird for his ongoing efforts in developing the province.
The partnership that we have now with MTV, it will help our province itself to showcase what our governor has done for the last 5 to 6 years.
Simon added he is grateful for the support and partnership towards the staging of the CIPIC Nines tournament. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Truka Sports ends on that note. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Start your journey with Telecom. Stay online, informed, and in control from departure to destination. Maintain your connections wherever you are. Introducing Want to Travel eSIM, the all-in-one eSIM app available in over 150 countries. With instant activation, affordable no-contract data plans worldwide, high-speed internet, and multi-language support. Download Want to Travel eSIM app on your App Store for iPhone and Play Store for Android devices. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Kaitan returns in February 2026. This February, join us on a brand new season of Kaitan. Hi, I'm Martha. Come February, join me on a new season of Kaitan where we continue to inspire you to make simple, budget-friendly and tasty meals for your family. Kaitan returns on February 4, 2026, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, cloudy with some rain showers. Daru, cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Kerema, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Alotau, some rain showers easing to partly cloudy. Popondetta, mostly cloudy with some showers clearing off tonight. To the Momase region, Lay City, partly cloudy. Medang and Wewak, mostly fine. Vanimo, mostly fine, partly cloudy tonight, with chances of few showers. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengal, mostly fine. Kavieng, mostly cloudy with few showers. Kokopon Rabaul, mostly cloudy with some rain showers. Kimbe, showers easing to partly cloudy, then some rain and thunderstorms later in the night. Buka, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, partly cloudy becoming cloudy in the evening with some showers. Goroka, Barnes and Kondiawa, partly cloudy becoming cloudy tonight with some rain showers. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, partly cloudy becoming cloudy this evening with some rain showers and isolated thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 19th of January 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.